Today I'm having one of those Mondays that I haven't really got much done. Like, I did, but I didn't, if you know what I mean. It's one of those, like, I did a lot of research and I did a lot of, I did a couple of posts on Reddit just to get a bit of conversation going with people, and it did, which was great. Especially in one of the music marketing groups. That's really nice to see what people think that works for them. And yeah, I was just looking around what's going on in the garden after my last week's big planting, but it's not out yet anything, so which I was expecting. And then I have this little rascal here. What are you doing? She's slowly learning to hunt. What are you doing? But it's okay, because like sometimes some of the days just you can't crush it all the time. Some days you just gotta give yourself that time to just take things a little bit slower. Especially in the world we're living right now, because it's just mental. It's bloody mental out there. Anyway, this week, plan. What are we having plans? Well, tomorrow and Wednesday morning I'll be working here. Hopefully I get some recording done, and yeah, I need to really get through that. But then on Wednesday afternoon I'm going to get my eyesight checked because it's getting worse. 50. What can you do? And then after that I'm going to Dan's place. Clara is taking Zelly to her parents, so me and Dan can make noise there for the next few days for Thursday and Friday, so we can do as much renovation as we can. So I'm trying to help them as much as I can, and hopefully we get some serious headway done there, like really nail stuff. I really want to see the needle move in their house and get them again a step further to move upstairs, and hopefully then soon we can get started on the bathroom and then the kitchen as well. Yeah, I made a kind of decision that this spring I want to try to go there at least once or twice a month, spend a few days and try to really help them as much as I can, because they've got a big project, This was a big project, but we had help, we had a team. Dan doesn't have that much help at the moment, so I'm trying to be that help as much as I can, Pass on, if you know what I mean. So that'll be the rest of the weekend, and then what else is happening? Yeah, that kind of probably will be most of the week. So I'll be beginning of the week here, and then the end of the week I will be in Dan's place doing some renovation work. And I shall have the camera with me all the way through the process. So how's your Monday going? Huh? Okay, my little Shaya has officially become a hunter. She has caught a lizard. And she brought it in. Oh, it's still alive, barely. It's a rainy, mucky day here in South Burgundy. And I am locking myself into the caravan. My little bit of sanctuary. It's a bit of a chaos here at the moment, but it'll be alright. The reason for the chaos is that I'm working on a new set list for my live show, which is coming up in a month's time. So I'm trying to get some rehearsing done for it. But today that is not the main focus. I will run through a couple of songs later on, but right now I'm trying to get to do some recording. Well, songwriting which hopefully will turn into recording. Songwriting process for me is as soon as I get it written, I want to record it. I want to capture the freshness of the song. That's very important for me. I don't want it to be a stale product that I've been sitting on for months on end. Where does everything go again? Today I am focusing on, I think rootsy sounds is in my mind. I have a kind of lyrics coming up at the moment that I'm working on my notepad on my phone. My notepad on my phone is has become a ridiculously vital tool when it comes to songwriting. I'm not good at carrying notebooks with me, and at this point I type quicker than I do actually write by hand. So it's very important for me to kind of capture in the moment, in the flow. So this is, unfortunately, this is the way I go. I wish there was like a fancy leather covered songbook that I could show you, and but no, this is the reality of it. It's too convenient. Yeah. Right. Let's get cooking. Okay, how you all doing? Yeah, I wrote a song. I kind of started writing it yesterday. It didn't really sit in some of the lines and everything, but the story was there, and today it's just kind of, there's a few adjustments, a few lines, and it sits really nicely. And now I'm really excited about it. I'm about to make a demo of it. Something I want to show you. Here's my Logic Pro window, and here's my tuner Logic Pro window, and see if you notice anything bizarre. Anything bizarre? Stand out. There you go. Join the club. Yeah. So I've been experimenting with going off a little bit of the standard 440 tuning, which became standardized after the Second World War. And I experimented with a few different ones. I did a song last week. I recorded a song which I did in 25. And it was really cool because it was a low enough song as it was, and then I tuned the 12 string really low down, so it was like almost like a sloppy sound out of it, and I really enjoyed doing that. But this one I'm going to go with 435, just for, experiment. It's not like, I'm trying to be different for the sake of being different. No, it's the other way around. It's because the 440 is the standard, why not try something else? And that's kind of where I'm going with it, and that's the way I'm not trying to push myself to do something strange. I'm trying to push myself to just be open-minded to experimenting with different things, and it might have a difference, it might not have a difference, but right now I like the way it feels, so that's the most important thing. The harmony came out today. I posted a thing about maybe doing some customizing for this guitar soon. We'll see what people's responses are. So. That tempo feels a little bit rushed. 96. That's interesting. Did you know that tempos between 90 and 96 BPM are walking pace? That's interesting. I felt a little bit rushed this one, so let's try one of those. There's a man on a mountain, high on a mountain. Okay, in the middle of that song, when I was recording it, I saw a cat outside. And I have a feeling Shia was outside as well, and they were kind of looking at each other. I didn't see Shia, but I had a feeling the other cat was going to check it out. Who's this little thing there? But she's one of the neighbours' cats. I think she's from the house over this way. Yeah, she comes up quite often, and sometimes she chills here, and harmless, nice looking cat and all that. So that was the rough kind of demo version. So what I do is because kind of still when the song is kind of making its way, I recorded one version of it, which is just live, me, guitar, and the vocals, and this becomes kind of the guide structure, and then from that guide structure I change it, you know. Is it like for example, this song seems to be 5 minutes long. It's way too long for my liking. So I might edit a few bits out here and there. And like at this point I could still completely do a completely different version of it, but that's, you know, that's the structure of it. And then on top of that, once I'm kind of happy with the structure, I might do a little bit of editing, cutting bits out here, put in there, slam it into one consistent file. Then I record the guitars again on top of it, because I have the guide vocal in there, and that guitar then is going to be the next one that I'm going to keep. And then on top of that, then I go and sing it again. And sometimes some stuff from the demos will be kept if it feels right, but most of the time I redo them again and kind of get more familiar with them and all that sort of stuff. So that's it's going to be a song called Good Day. Back here several hours later. Today songwriting was successful. Recording has been successful again, and exactly what I thought would happen happened. Well, not exactly what I thought, but what I said sometimes will happen. It did happen. I ended up doing 2 versions of the song, and the second one is actually the one that I like more now. So there you go. My problem right now is that I've a lot of sounds in my head that I need to get out somehow. But it costs money. You see, when I first moved to Ireland, I used to play mandolin. Then I turned over to bouzouki, and then eventually came back to guitar. And the guitar's been my main instrument. Well, it's the first instrument I ever started on, but it's also been my main instrument for 26 years. Only very recently I kind of went like, it'd be nice to have a couple of other instruments. And lately I've been kind of itching to go back into mandolin, as well as I really want to get into playing a 5-string banjo. Not the bluegrass version, but more the old time version with the open back. And the bluegrass version is a bit too harsh to my liking. It's too on your face, too loud. So I would like to get an open back banjo, and mainly just for recording purposes, because like a lot of these songs I listen to, it's kind of like that could work there, that could work. But the song that I did today, it would have really done with both of those things. So it's frustrating when you have visions in your head but you can't get them out. And unfortunately, I don't know any mandolin players or banjo players in this area either. If anybody know anywhere around Turnu any mandolin or banjo players, let me know. I'd love to hook up with them. Anyway, the song is in good shape. It still needs something. As I said, those sounds are not there, so I have to figure out if there's something else I can do. Usually I come up with something, so I'm going to have to sleep on it. And to be honest with you, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it to some sort of shape, get a quick mix of it, and then I'll let it sit over the rest of the week when I'm in dance place, and then come back to it early next week. And I think that's going to be bang on the money. Right now it is bucketing out there. That's great. Day in the caravan. It's alright.
Qui est normal avec la presbytie, tous les 2-3 ans on va augmenter. Mais bon, c'est plus.
Here the eye test is done. We're in Chalon. Swapping car seats, baby car seats. Zelly and Clara are going to Clara's parents' place, and me and Dan are going to take the car and we're going to go back to their house and get some renovation done. So, on our way to dance. Eye test done. Yes, I am blind, but apparently my long vision is perfect. It's surprising. I was expecting there to be something like that. It's just that the medium and the close are getting blurrier. And the doctor told me that See you in 2 years or when you need a longer arm. Okay, we just arrived in Pinac, in Dan's place. This wonderful house. Sorry I didn't do any driving shots or anything like that. We just, every time we meet Dan, it's kind of catching up. They got a new doors and windows. There's Dan.
No, I'm not.
What are we up to? In the next few days, what's the target?
Beer? Beer.
Sounds like a plan.
Beer.
There's a new window. These are really nice. It's a definite upgrade straight away, and you know, yeah, you can feel that it's not as cold. Brilliant.
Yep. I just said just leave it, ignore it, see what.
Good morning and welcome to Pinac. Let's get this day started. Coffee in the morning. Beer in the evening. Coffee in the morning. And here we go. This is going to be a push time.
What are we pushing?
We're pushing getting shit done.
Dry, so away you go, give us more space.
That would be highly appreciated.
Yes. Why am I putting them? Out the way, in the bed. No.
This wall here is what we're going to be working on. Put a plasterboard, insulation of this wall. If that's done today.
The plasterboard shall go here,
Exactly.
on this wall.
What do we do after?
We put the metal rails here.
No,
And then the plasterboard goes here, with the insulation roughly behind it.
roughly.
Yes.
I would like to be quite accurate, to be honest. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Cutting operation going on. This is the insulation we're going to be using, where framing has started. We've got the L's done. So that's going up there, and now we're waiting to finish just cutting the uprights, all the uprights. We're going to run out of them, so afterwards we're going to get some more for the corner part, but we're going to go as far as this beam anyway this afternoon, or this morning, and then yeah, that should really work a treat. It should get us the framing done for this part, and then we need more insulation as well, because the insulation is very thick, and I didn't realize that it was that's basically covers one plasterboard, so it'll only get us about there. This metal bar here. Then we need to do the rest of it as well. But it's progress. It's progress. It's the plan is in place. We will get the frame up in the next couple of hours, and then it's insulation and plasterboard, which my target is that this wall will be done today. That has to happen today. So yeah, progress. So that's how far we got. We're going to need more insulation, a few more metal bars, which we're going to do after lunch, and then it's on to plasterboard, which is black hole here in France. Now, time for lunch break. Okay. Railings done, insulation done. We went as far as we stuff like in any little gap, just stuff everywhere. Making sure that there's as little draft as possible. Now it's going to be blackout time. Plasterboards. Dan,
What?
on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you looking forward to the blackout?
Blacko, yeah. Insulation can do one. Itchy, horrible, freaking. Everywhere scratchy. It's everywhere.
I know. There we go. One more wall done. And even more importantly, one more wall insulated. That's the most important part right now. So, yeah. What do you think?
Beer. Thank you very much. That's going to be much warmer, I think.
It definitely will be. Good morning from my pinac. Oh, I haven't had my morning coffee yet, so I'm a bit sleepy. But yesterday we got a great work done. And today we're going to finish up this room. So it's kind of needs skirting boards and a little bit of varnishing and a few little things, and then we need to bring some furniture up here, which gets Dan and Clara into the position that I've been trying to help them as much as possible to do it, which is that they can get from the downstairs room up to here, and they can sleep here. Because the downstairs, the room that they're in, it definitely has some sort of a damp issue, and I think this will be a much healthier room for them to stay from now on. So hopefully they'll be here by maybe not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, and that's a big victory for me, and even bigger victory for them. But that was kind of my task in my head, that this is something I need to help them with right now. And then we figure out what I can help them with next. Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs and look for some coffee. Okay, just a big update. So today we're focused. Yesterday we did this room, the insulation side of it, the wall that needs to be insulated. That's all done. So today we're gonna go back into this first room that we started. Before Christmas. Downstairs after putting a trim on the door. We'll need a bit of touching up and caulk and that kind of stuff. It's already looking nice enough. So our focus now is going to be the skirting boards all around. I'm going to start cutting them and measuring them, while Dan is going to put another more coat of varnish on this beautiful shelf unit that we're building there. So I was trying to go as far as you can get a better idea of the size of the room. So yeah, if we get that done, if we get a skirting done today, and we hung up the door back where it was, this room is then ready, which means Dan, Clara and Zelly can move their bedroom in here, and they can sleep in a nice fresh new room with a brand new window. And I slept here for the past 2 nights. It's really warm here. The heat from the fire comes from downstairs. If you leave the door a little bit open, it's nice and toasty up here. So it'll be really, really nice for them. So let's get the skirting boards done. Right. It's on the afternoon side of things, and all of this is done. There was a few interesting bits where we had to go like around the old radiator pipe fittings. We had to carve into the things and all that sort of stuff. There's a tiny gap there, but the block will do the job. I'm very, very happy how it turned out. Danny's gonna freaking out a little bit because he's just sees the gaps, but I remember when I was in this same situation, I was like that. And at the end, the gulk makes it all look very, very smooth, and actually he's got very little gulking to do compared to what I expected there to be. So that's that done. This room is pretty much ready now. So the only thing I have to do is the bannister I'm going to work on a little bit, but right now we're going to go and have a barbecue. So this is Dan's outhouse. We just connected the barbecue. It is 13th of February, we're having a barbecue. And why not? He's got a really cool thing here as well. Nice little oven. There's a debate about it, whether it's a pizza oven or a bread oven, but I'm not getting involved in that debate because it's not my house. This is a really cool spot for summertime for them. And now we're gonna christen the barbecue season. It's gonna be great. Last summer when I was here, this was all just jungle, and Dan has done an amazing job of clearing it out and kind of getting like a little first hint of what he can make it with it in time. Obviously it's a lot of work these days, but he's getting there. He's getting there. You done a pretty amazing job clearing this place, because I remember this was just fucking jungle.
Yep. There's still more to do though.
Oh, yeah.
The tree trunks are actually growing twigs.
It's okay. But these ones, we used to have this in Finland.
That is called a chop it down, burn it up tree.
No, you keep this one. This is a cool one. I like it.
You like the chop it down, burn it up tree then? Now, I'm going to put them back in there so I don't lose them.
How does the first barbecue of the year taste like?
Absolutely fantastic. Really good.
It's very, very good. Missed it. Summer, get here quick. Okay. This room is ready. We even put some furniture in there. But we also finished the bannister.
If we look here, there is a lovely banister which stops you from tumbling to your doom. Banister.
Well, I'm happy. I mean, we had a weird angles to do to start off with, so it was very hard to get everything bang on, and there's, probably a little bit of wood filler going some places, but
Got enough.
the most important thing is it's much safer for Zelly, and they can put a child protective gate here.
Yep.
Which is the most important thing. So, how would we rate these 2 days' work, John?
Beerific.
Beerific. I like that. Right, let's go to my house and drink some beer.
Beer time. This is progress. This is the cost of progress. That's all this is. It's just 1 or 2 beers. That's non-alcoholic. That's not even me.
Unta tuokkoisessa, kannan vaskivakkasessa, sillä silmät siveele, näkymiset näppäile, nukun nurmilintu.
No. Meow.
She's happy. And tongue sticking out. Oh. So, home sweet home. We got back here last night and Dan stayed with me. We did a few of those beer videos which I'm going to be sharing. And yeah, I'm so happy with the progress that we got it done in their house because, as I said before, my priority was trying to get them out of that damp room, and they're ready to do that in the next tomorrow or the day after, and so that's a huge step for them. Now, also, it is so good to be back home. I mean, this is our sanctuary. Right, gonna finish this week's vlog here. Hopefully enjoyed it. Bit more action-filled vlog this week, so let's see what we get up to next week. Väsy vastarankin, nuku kun minä nukutan. Väsy kun minä väsytän. Tupakkarulla, mistäs tiesit tänne tulla? Tulin pitkin Turun tietä, hämäläisten härkää tietä.